Now, life really has been a rollercoaster for Ronan Keating recently when he and his wife, Storm, brought a new baby into the world right at the start of lockdown. And he's been busy working on a new album, even filming a music video in his own garden. Well, it's really a field, let's be honest, featuring a very special little guest star. Welcome to the show, Ronan Keating, his wife, Storm Keating. Where's Cooper? Cooper was there a minute ago. Has he run off?
He's running in and out, sorry.
No, you can't keep him tied down, can you? Welcome to the show. Listen, Ronan, obviously you were being upstaged in your video there by your lovely son, but I understand the new baby was also involved in that. What was going on?
Well, Storm directed the video, so she's walking around, shouting commands at Cooper and at me, but she's also breastfeeding. What was called, 4 weeks old?
Something like that.
4-week-old. She was breastfeeding while directing, shooting.
A harness.
With a harness on. So yeah, I mean, Coco was very much involved.
Coco
as well.
was my assistant director, really.
Yeah, assistant.
Wow, and so you had the baby under lockdown. Was that, in a way, quite sort of cocooning because you couldn't have anybody around, or did you feel quite isolated?
Yeah, it was a very different experience to having Cooper, but I don't know, it was special in its own way. I wouldn't say it was a negative experience at all. It was just, like you said, I had this one home for 3-4 whole months now, which is really
She's dying to get rid of me.
But yeah, no, so we consider ourselves really grateful just to have had so much special family time together without having to pack a suitcase and, travel around the world.
Well, obviously, you've been in lockdown, you've had beautiful Coco. Has she been able to see other brothers and sisters?
Brothers and sisters have come in, yeah, lucky enough, but not my brothers and sisters and not my dad and Storm's family. Her mum, Storm's mum, was with us during the pregnancy and for 6 weeks after, which was incredible. We were really lucky. She managed to fly in from Australia just before lockdown. But yeah, so it's sad, it's tough, but these are the things we have to do to get through this.
Yeah. It's lovely to see you guys again. But is this true, Storm, that your baby is sleeping through the night? Be careful how you answer this.
No, well, yeah, we were preparing ourselves for an absolute nightmare because Cooper was a really good baby and everyone kept teasing us and saying number 2 is going to change your world. You can't get 2 goodies in a row. But we were really blessed with this one. She, from 5 weeks. 5 weeks, I think she started sleeping through the night.
And
so,
Wow. It's in the milk. It's all in the milk.
It's amazing. It's amazing. Listen, I mean, you were very emotional, Ronan, when you were on Loose Women with the boys from Boyzone, because last time you were talking about Stephen and his sad early death, and you sang and you were quite emotional, weren't you, during that time? There was a really interesting knock-on effect, wasn't there, of that appearance? Tell us about it.
Yeah, well, I mean, we were on this time last year, or no, sorry, it was October last year, and it was Stephen's 10-year anniversary, and we always try and be together at that time, at his anniversary. So we came on the show, we were chatting about Theo. Hard to believe 10 years have gone by. I still miss him like it was yesterday, but I got home from the show that evening. I was standing in the kitchen with Storm. We were talking about the day. It was a pretty emotional day. I'm having a glass of wine, and my email went, and it was Robbie. Robbie Williams sent me an email saying, "Hey, mate, saw you on Loose Women." I forgot that I wrote this song about Theo 10 years ago, the week he died. And I'm standing in the kitchen, like tears streaming down my face, listening to this song. And I said, "Man, we've got to do something with this. We've got to." And he said, "Right, let's do it." And we went in the studio, and it's on the album now, 2020, a song called The Big Goodbye. And I find it hard to listen to it, to be honest. It's a very moving song.
So listen, you two, I've heard that you're not going to have any more kids, right? And you're going to have a vasectomy, yeah?
Carol!
Is that your idea, Ronan, or is it Storm's?
Well, Storm said it to me about 3 weeks after Coco was born. She said, "Right, well, that's it now. You're going to get the snip." And I went, "What? We haven't talked about this." So yeah, it makes me feel very uneasy.
You've got very defensive body language there, Ronan. We've all noticed it. You're hugging yourself there.
total now. So that's that. We can't even all fit in the same car. You know.
There's a lot of us. So no, that's it. We've got 5 wonderful, healthy children. I'm really, truly blessed. And I think that's it now. We've got to call it a day.
And just remind us, so you've got your album coming out, which is an anniversary of your 20 years solo career. I mean, it makes us all feel quite old. Really. 20 years since you've been on your own. Just tell us a little bit about it before we say goodbye.
Yeah, it's a record to celebrate the 20 years as a solo artist. 3 songs re-recorded, When You Say Nothing at All, Life is a Roller Coaster, and Loving Each Day. And then it's all new stuff. As I said earlier, Robbie Williams is on there. Shania Twain is on it. Alison Krauss, Nina Nesbitt, Claire Bowen, Ed Sheeran. Unbelievable. I'm really... And Emily Sandé, which was the first single. Amazing. I'm really honoured to have these people on these incredible artists on my album.
Well, it's wonderful to have you on the show. Where's Coco? Is she... I suppose she's fast asleep, is she? Somewhere.
She's asleep. Sorry.
Of course she is. Of course, just rub it in. It's all right. We've all seen your big field in your video as well. We're not jealous at all. Lots of love to the family from all of us.